Krew Season Podcast. We are back again. This is episode 68.
Se sienta y ocho.
Hello.
Kenny T is in the building.
Damn, that was dry.
OT is in the building.
That's good. I'm going to take it easy on the ladies today.
What?
But the hoes always hoes.
Nah.
The Dean is in the motherfucking building, goddamn me. It's beautiful Saturday.
I'm D Trill AC. This is another episode of the Krew Season Podcast. How you fellas doing on this glorious afternoon?
We good.
It sound like Tony the Tiger.
Was ready to shoot this shit so I can get active.
Yeah. Get out with my boys, you know what I'm saying? Have a good
active.
time. Be seen.
Otis going to bed at 4 o'clock.
Goddamn me.
6, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm out, though. I could be at the house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God. Copping pleas already. Okay, let's get into this part. Top of the docket, Tory Lanez is now in custody. Saying that he violated the restraining order, which is confusing to me because if I remember right, I remember the judge increased his bail or something like that, but I guess it got revoked or some way or another. But he's locked up right now for violating his restraining order. What are you fellas' thoughts on that?
I have no comment.
I don't know. That's confusing situation.
I agree.
Like, is this is he a first time offense? Like,
I don't think so. I think Tory got a record. If I'm not mistaken.
Damn, maybe that's the reason why. Maybe they went back and reviewed the rest of his records. Like, hey, you just don't learn your lesson. That's the only thing I could see. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like this case is weird. It's very weird. It's taking too long for it to actually get to trial, actually get to some kind of decision, or for some evidence to be presented. It's all, it's like, oh, well, when the evidence comes out, when this comes out, whatever, like restraining orders, this, that, and the third. Like, I feel like the trial just need to happen, bro. This thing have been over a year long as far as the proceedings are, and it's hard to really have an opinion because we don't know what's what. You got Tory talking extremely confident about how he's going to get off, and then you got situations like this happening. Well, she filed a restraining order. He violated the restraining order when he came to, I think it was Rolling Loud to perform. So now he's back in custody. So it's like, okay, how long is he in custody? Like, when is the trial going to start? So we can get the facts. I'm tired of this he say, she say, he may have, he possibly could have. I'm ready to get the facts. I feel like this shit is just dragging out ridiculous. That's just my opinion on it.
I agree.
I don't care no more.
That's a good answer.
I just knew he violated his, what he was supposed to do. He knew better. Meg was over there. His ass shouldn't have been over there. Plain and simple. And now you're in the position you're in right now.
Yeah.
Like all the other stuff, it's always been up in the air. But like when you got rules in place, when a judge orders you to do something, don't do that shit, or they're gonna make an example out of you. And that's what they're doing. So now they, like, it's unfortunate, but like, you know how the justice system is. You doing shit like that, now it's kind of swaying more towards Meg's side, even if he did have a case.
Right.
So hopefully, his attorneys are real strong. But like instances like this, like even if he, is not guilty, like they still gonna try to find ways to put him in jail and, stuff like this. So
right.
It's just you put this on yourself when you do stupid shit like that.
I agree. Boys got to move smart out here. Got to move smarter. Next subject, we're going to get into Gabby Union. We reported a bit on it last week in terms of, a book recently released in which she spoke on Dwayne Wade having a side baby and her taking him back. Then recently a clip hit the timeline in which she spoke on essentially the woman that she is today would not have taken him back. And we just going to play this clip. Want to get y'all response.
Dwayne having another child and, you said the me I am today would not have stayed. And that would be your advice, today. What is it about the woman that you are today that made you say that or write that?
It's the truth. Like who I am, the healing that I've fought for, the peace that I have fought for. I wouldn't. Yeah. I just wouldn't. That's not what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there is there is wisdom from perspective and time and therapy and personal evolution and accountability that changes things, you know? Yeah. And one of the things I learned about giving advice is don't take advice from anyone doing something that you know, about anything that they haven't succeeded at.
Yeah.
So if you're going to ask me, a divorced woman who's had a gang of, you know, relationship challenges about what you should do in a relationship, you've already failed. You know, I could give you my coulda, woulda, shoulda, but at the end of the day, I didn't. So be careful when you ask, when and who you ask for advice about, you know, what to do in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Doss.
She right.
Did she have that kid yet?
Who? The lady? Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying whenever Dwayne Wade had the side baby, did she already have the kid then?
Had the kid she has now?
Yeah.
No.
I think if she wouldn't have had a kid, she wouldn't have gave that answer. Because I think her main goal in life was to have a kid. She's been fighting for it forever.
I mean, circumstances change.
Yeah, those things change. But I mean, I get. Yeah, you go through stuff that you can, you know, go back and say, "Hey, I wouldn't do it because I went through this." I mean, you know, I could go back. I mean, she has the right to say that.
I mean, I think everybody would say that for the most part.
Here's a question: do y'all feel like she's telling the truth?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think she's telling the truth, especially about the part of taking advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see a lot of people take advice from people they shouldn't be taking advice from.
I just think it was changed if she never would have had that kid.
Maybe so. You don't know.
Another question is, damn, I forgot. It slipped my mind. I'm getting old.
God damn.
It would change.
Nah, but for real though, like you heard it in her voice, like she was like, yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I will never go through that shit again ever.
Oh, that was my question.
It come from just life experience, though.
If she feels like that, do you feel like the relationship has a chance to succeed? Because clearly, like that's an interesting thing to say when you are married and in a long-term relationship and have a kid together, and you would say, going back, if I could change that, I would. Like that says a lot. Yeah, but it says that I ain't really got over that yet.
I think it's just being honest. Because if it was like, if you just so happen were to replay that scenario, knowing what you know today, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? All of us talk about how we've done with money and things like that. So just going back, if you know the knowledge that you have today, going back, yeah, you would absolutely do things differently. But she got cheated on and the man had a baby.
Man, that's like me or you. You know what I'm saying? Cheat on our wives and go get another chick pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And we stay with our wives. Like, you think she not going to, you know what I'm saying, regret that situation ever happened?
Definitely.
You get what I'm saying?
But that's the B's question. Like, do you think the relationship is strong, or does she still have that regret in her mind? Like,
exactly.
She always gonna carry the regret.
I'm pretty sure they got a way better understanding now. You know what I'm saying? Because when that shit like that hit the fan, baby, we got to talk big time. Everything got to change about you. You see how he moving. Everybody see how Dwayne moving after that shit happened when he had to tell her and all that type of shit though.
Which is the scary part about it, because like I said, just hearing don't get me wrong, she's saying all the right things, but you could hear the regret in the back of her mind, and that's dangerous in terms of the relationship being what it is, because again, like that, it just doesn't go away. So we then started this family, whatever the case may be, but every time you get mad, because I'm sure, again, you can have all the therapy in the world, but every time you get mad, what that person did to you in the past comes up. It just is what it is. Mm-hmm. You're not human if that's not the case. But if there's that much regret, does that jeopardize the relationship going forward?
I
still don't think so.
I don't think so.
Interesting.
Because you can think about something and just be a grown person about it and be like, fuck it. You get what I'm saying? Even though it may be on your mind.
Because regardless, it happened. You
get what I'm saying? And if you stood 10 toes down to deal with it, man, you got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? You can't goddamn forgive them and then cry about the shit. You know what I'm saying? That ain't all her. You know what I'm saying? Or forgive her and then cry about the shit. That ain't how that shit work.
And again, y'all are saying the right things. What y'all are saying is absolutely right.
Yeah.
But take ideal out of it, you in that situation, are you ever gonna view them the same?
No.
Right. So,
but how I feel about them can stay the same.
How? If you went on public record and said, I regret going back. If this happens again, this would to happen today, I would not be here. I
still love them enough to still be with them and deal with it and grow and all that. So obviously it's enough.
And you could tell in her tone, they had that talk and they set the boundaries of everything. You know what I'm saying?
I need my lick back.
And it ain't even got to be that. But she just, I guarantee you, she was like, this could never happen again. I give a fuck where we at in life. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it just draws on the straws of whenever I am out or doing something. It's like in the back of her mind, hey, you did this last time. Why didn't you answer this time? Well, he did this last time. Same scenario happened and this came up. You know what I'm saying? Like she can replay certain scenarios that happen in the back of her head, like to why when he did cheat it. It's like, how can he prove that he's not doing it now?
Right.
Mm-hmm. But that's what you did.
But I mean, she's still there.
Yeah, that's true. Accepting when you took him back.
I mean, you can forgive and not forget, but
which is why I say I guess I gotta get out of my own head with this.
Yeah, I think things definitely, don't get me wrong, things are always gonna be different no matter what. Mm-hmm. But you can still love and care about that person the same.
But even on top of that, it ain't gotta be different. You get what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like this here, bro. Like if the shit happened, like me and my wife, we about to be 10 years deep, I would leave, right? But if I'm say I'm goddamn 15, 20 years deep with my wife, right? And I have a baby on or whatever. Like, ideally in my mind, for real, I know she wouldn't leave me at that point, right? It'd be hard to get her trust back and all that type of shit there. But once we got on good ground and then, you know what I'm saying, I done went to therapy and all this type, when we didn't went to therapy for the shit and all that shit there, that shit'd be behind us. So we wouldn't even think about it.
Would you want her to stay with you?
Would I want her to stay with me?
Yeah, after you cheated and had a baby with somebody else?
Honest answer?
Yeah.
Would you stay with her if she cheated and had a baby with another man?
No.
That's
so
real.
why are the scenarios, why if the scenarios the same, why is the answers different?
Because for me it's like, all right, so you got to carry this baby for 9 months and then all that type of shit there. Like, you got postpartum. It's a lot of shit that come through your end, right? But if I'm having a baby on you with a side chick, so to speak, that's what she is, certified side chick now. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to deal with none of that. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to deal with none of that.
You're not gonna be around. You're not gonna be around the side chick when she got to go to the doctor's appointments. When she got to.
Yeah, of course. She got to have a baby in the delivery room. Yeah, I would be a stand-up guy and all that type of shit there. But when she had a baby, you get what I'm saying? In a sense, my wife wouldn't have to deal with this woman all the time. She would have to deal with the baby. You get what I'm saying? And the way I am as a father, you get what I'm saying? My wife would literally tell you this. If she stayed, she would want, like, we didn't have these conversations before. You get what I'm saying? So I can say this. If something like that ever happened with us and she stayed, she would want me in that child's life 100%. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why the situations will be different.
But see, look, I think what Kenny is saying is because you're a stand-up guy, right? Because like the preconceived notion with a situation like that is, right, is that okay, if I get a woman pregnant, she out the crib, we ain't got to deal with that. Mm-hmm. But if you a stand-up dude, you go into those doctor's appointments. When you go into them, yeah, baby, I got to go to the doctor's appointment with her, weekly, monthly, whatever the case may be. So that situation keeps coming up. So you are experiencing the pregnancy with her the same way that your wife would be if she's waddling around the house with another man's baby.
Indirectly.
So you are. So I think that's what Kenny is saying is like, so if that's the case, how is the answers different?
Because it's different, dog.
Just say it.
It ain't, in my opinion,
ego.
It ain't different. In my opinion,
ego.
If I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me, I would
definitely ego.
I don't want to do it to somebody else.
But you know what I'm saying? Like it's a what that shit is, a double standard.
Nah,
some things is just what it is.
That one does. That's not a double standard.
It is.
To me, dog.
So for you saying if you were, even though you wouldn't, if you were to stay and the roles were reversed, you would stay too?
Yes.
I respect that.
If I'm willing to accept that she can have a baby by another man, then I would think she would be able to win. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm for like I don't want to treat somebody worse than they treat me. Yeah, you know, I'm the same type of treatment. You know what I'm saying? Respect. You know what I'm saying? Treat me how you want to treat. I'm gonna treat you how I want to be treated.
But
in that instance, I'm not treating you how I want to be treated because I'm saying, hey, if I go out and have a kid, I want you to stay. I expect you to stay, basically.
Right. See, my mindset on that, I would agree with you, but it would be the opposite. Compared to like, okay, if I go get a girl pregnant, I want my wife. I wouldn't want to stay in the marriage. I want it to end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know it'll never be the same.
Okay.
Because I know how my wife is, and she holds grudges. So that you know, if I'm going to the doctor's appointment, which I am, because I'm a stand up guy, I'm not going to leave a woman to go through a pregnancy by herself. That's just not how I'm cut.
Do my pregnancy
by herself.
Exactly.
That's not how I'm cut. So that's going to bring constant, just, you know, agony and just weary on a relationship. Yeah. I wouldn't want her to stay.
18 more years.
Right. So the situation is flipped. I'm gone. So I feel confident in saying I'm gone. Yeah. If she get pregnant. So that's just honest.
Yeah.
I respect what Kenny's saying, and I would want to do what Kenny's saying, but I think my ego would I can't do it.
Yep.
I feel like I just couldn't do it. I think I would want to, but that shit, that would be crushing. That would definitely be crushing.
Yeah, if I got
I can only imagine.
I'm pregnant, I'm gone. I'm sorry. Yeah. There's obviously something that happened in our relationship that is
yeah. And I mean,
I'm not gonna put that kind of mental pain on myself anyway.
Right.
Period. Like shit. I'd rather just say, I got 2 baby mamas. I'd rather deal with that than deal with 1 baby mama and a wife. And oh man, I can't even imagine.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be too much. It's gonna be too much. We never gonna get past it. Like we gonna be able to sweep it under the rug some days. Some days gonna be decent. But again, just knowing how my wife is, so that's like, never going away ever.
So like if she get pregnant, but she with you, and you take her back, who going to the doctor's appointment with her?
Man, just think about that.
Questions
you know what I'm saying? That's not gonna get answered.
That's what I'm thinking about.
It's not gonna get answered.
That's some wild shit.
It's not gonna get answered. Sorry.
Sorry. I think about everything. That's
why
crazy.
I'm gone and I need her to leave whenever I get.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead with the doctor's appointment. Go ahead.
That's crazy. While I'm home watching, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's why I said it's over, and it's just and that's real. And again, and it's over not just because of my ego. My ego plays a part in it, but it's because I respect her mental space as well.
I mean,
if I go get a girl pregnant,
I would want her to stay, yes, because if my wife, I love her. I married her because I love her. You know what I'm saying? But it's just mentally for both parties, both sides, it's not good.
I just flipped what B said.
My ego, I can trump my ego like a motherfucker. That ain't happening. Leave me.
We pulling up, knocking on your door every week.
Leave me.
Come and pick our woman up.
Fam.
We got an appointment at 2. We'll be back.
Now I gotta kill
He beat her down again on the way home.
Now I gotta kill him, her, and the baby. This nigga playing with me.
That trust is gone, dog.
This nigga playing with
That's me. Rough, man. Yeah, you gotta avoid that at all costs.
But yeah, I mean it's tough. But I mean, again, salute to Gabby and D Wade. I wish them the best. I'm just saying, like, if it's me in that scenario, I'm whatever. But as far as do I believe her?
I understand it though.
I don't believe her. I'm gonna be honest. And the reason I don't believe her is because the last thing she said in the video. He said, why would you take advice for somebody that done had all these situations and issues that I done had? Hell no. I mean, I know I'm telling you the right things. But again, saying the right thing, which is what I always cling to. Ideal world and reality is 2 totally different fucking things. And it's real easy to say what you would do if you're not in the situation. And you have a track record of going back.
Because you might go back twice.
That's what I'm saying, especially speaking on what Smooth just said. Okay, let's say 15 years pass and he gets a woman pregnant. Are you leaving? When you already have a track record of taking him back anyway, you know what I'm saying? Right. But now y'all 15 years in, multiple kids in, families, real estate, everything is tied up, finances is tied up. And he slip up, get another girl pregnant, whatever the case may be. I can't say with 100% certainty that I believe that you will walk. Because of what your resume shows me.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Too much.
I'm just okay.
That's all I'm saying.
We too heavy on this back end.
I get what you're saying with that.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And to leave, it's gonna hurt us both.
Exactly.
It's not just gonna hurt you.
And the thing is, women factor that in way more than we do.
And then on top of that, they thinking about it's not only gonna hurt us both, but it's gonna hurt these kids too.
Correct.
Because life gonna change
drastically
all the way around.
Yeah. So, but again, man, prayers to all parties involved, like we always say. Okay, man, moving right along. We had another story. We just gonna stay on cheating. It was a story that was sent to us, and this guy said essentially that, if a man cheats, and a woman doesn't take him back on the first time, she never loved him to begin with. I'm just gonna play the clip. And I want to get y'all response.
I cheated before. For real?
I would have never guessed that.
I feel like
get out of here.
I've never cheated on a man, but I've cheated on women before.
Okay.
And I've always been straight
That's
up.
why he was looking at me like that. I knew it was something.
But yo, listen, let me.
Anyway.
But on some real shit though,
You could just
from a man's point of view, this is a catch-22 question about cheating because. For a man, and although we don't say this shit, and I know they gonna clip me up, and I'm gonna get hit crazy about this.
Right.
We don't even know if a woman likes us until she catches us cheating on them and stays with us.
Yo, you're bugging. I just dealt with a situation like that.
B,
He was like, yo, you
that's
never clarified what we were.
Amongst men, real talk.
Know.
Real talk. Amongst men, real shit. If a man, if my man comes to me and says, yo, my girl caught me cheating and she left me. The first question is, she left you the first time she caught you cheating?
Yup.
She didn't really like you, man.
What?
Because every nigga out here done cheated on her or is cheating one time.
I'm not gonna sit there and get played out. Listen, I'm a bad bitch. You're not about to play me with no ugly girl. You're not about to play me with no ugly girl.
Can I just say something? This is what we don't do a lot. We don't listen to the point of views. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm giving you game on how we think as men. I'm not saying that y'all are wrong, and I'm not saying that the way that we're saying this is right. I'm just giving you truth to say that if a dude, pardon me, if a dude gets cheated on and he comes around his boys and be like, yo, she caught me, we're not thinking she's breaking up with you because she cheated, because you cheated on her one time.
Why?
We're gonna ask them, well, how many? Can I finish? They don't even let me finish.
This shit
We're gonna ask we're gonna ask them and say, yo, how many times did you get caught cheating on her? And if he says once, we're gonna say, you're a herb, she didn't like you, your dick game ain't proper, there's no way she's gonna leave you after cheating on her one fucking.
I'm not gonna bring my value down as a woman. First of all. Number two, there's always such thing as respect. I'm gonna respect myself before I respect you. And I'm not gonna respect the fact that you're gonna go and play me the fuck out while I'm respecting you at the end of the day. So I'm gonna leave you. I'm respecting myself. What the fuck you think I'm gonna sit there while somebody's dogging me out?
I didn't dog you out. I cheated on you one time in a hotel that wasn't the bed that we shared. That's one of the rules you just told me. Thank you. You're not gonna cheat on me? That ain't even the point.
How are you gonna find
because
out?
It ain't even gonna be no. How am I gonna find out?
I'm not gonna stay with you if you're cheating. You're playing me out. That's it. No, I'm not.
You're gonna stay.
No, I'm not.
Because if you really cared about me, one time of cheating, making one mistake is not gonna. You have to be able to forgive.
Let's see how they Hold on, let me see. It's all right here.
Man, she's staying, bro. Stop the cap. Stop with the cap.
That's my opinion. But let's speak to the question. To the question. My dog said essentially, if a woman leave you after the first time of cheating, she never really loved you to begin with. Do y'all agree with that notion?
Facts. If she leave you off the first time, you was a placeholder. And she was looking to get rid of you. She needed somewhere to live. She needed some food or something, yeah. She needed something that you was providing, and then she finally got it. And she said, you know what, I'm looking for a reason.
But hold on. Women also stay for those same reasons you're saying, because you providing and all that.
That's
to the
true.
opposite.
That's
you know
true.
What I'm saying?
But for a woman to leave, she was there only temporary for that, right? The women that stay, you get what I'm saying? They like, all right, I finally got the one I want, right? You get what I'm saying? So let's equate it to.
He just not perfect.
Let's equate it to cribs, right? Say she meet a dude, he got his own house cost about $140 or whatever, right? She move in, She like, man, I look way better than this. I can do better than this. Then a nigga with a $500,000 condo, you know what I'm saying, want her. She looking for a way out to go get in that condo.
Okay.
First time, nigga in a $100,000 house, cheap. Nigga, I'm gone. I can't handle this. But in her mind, for real though, she really laughing like, ha.
About to level up.
I was looking for a reason.
She about to level up.
But then that means she didn't love neither one of them. She just loved the material thing.
Yeah, of course.
So then the question
of course.
It's voided regardless of.
Of course.
She doesn't really love you. She just loves material things.
Hey, that's the way the shit go. That's the way the shit go.
To his question, I don't know, man. What position is the woman in? She's with that man.
It's a good question. Let's just say that she's self-sufficient. Let's say that. Let's say finances is not there. Because I know that's probably where you lean into. If she depended on this man financially, then that kind of changes the dynamic.
Look, like
she's gorgeous. She's financially.
She used to getting attention.
Yes.
I think she'd probably leave.
First time.
A lot of women get attention.
At this age group? At our age?
Yeah.
She's staying.
You said something profound earlier that I think you got to factor in as well in terms of what type of man we talking about.
Yeah.
Talking about a guy that got his bread, got a little status, is who he is. She just dating a regular. But to be honest, for women, that don't really matter as much. Because women will stay with a dude that ain't really nothing for real. She just like him a lot.
Chances,
and love him.
I think the chances are higher that she stays.
Yeah.
More times than not, she gonna stay.
Give me a percentage.
Because like I was saying, I'm gonna say shit, probably 75%.
Damn.
Yeah.
And again, like kind of what I was saying earlier in live, because how women operate. Like if they find we talking about a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? They operate in like scarcity. They always say there's not enough good men. So if you find you a good solid man, and he just happened to step out, it's like he's still good, but he's not perfect.
Right.
And I like this. I like what we have. I like him. He's attractive. We have a good time. The sex is good. I mean, she gonna take that man back more times than not, especially once. It's for sure. He for sure got a free one. I absolutely believe that.
You know the context I think is missing? Is how many people know about it. Did it happen publicly? Or did she just go through his phone and find something privately?
Publicly?
Like that factors into it.
Now,
as well.
publicly, they going to break up and she going to come back. I think the chances do go down somewhat. But again, if it's a solid dude, she not going to try to let that go.
Okay, give me a percentage if it happened publicly. And you're a solid dude.
74. No, but maybe like, then it's like, maybe like 50-50. That's probably like more 50-50.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you see it all the time. You see it all the time with celebrities. So just imagine just regular people. Like, again, they say it's not enough good dudes. But dudes, we don't care. It's going to affect our ego. It's going to affect our pride. But we can find another good woman. She may not be as great, but we know for sure, especially if you a good dude, you can find you another good woman. But see, there's a lot of good men out here, but women don't realize that. They just, I don't know what they operate under. But if women assume that there aren't a lot of good men, so that's why they take some of the same men back all the time. Instead of taking a chance, they scared to add bodies. They scared to start over, all this stuff. So that's why they stay.
Think about good.
What's the definition of a good man? Though? Like, if you say cheating, that's not a good man. Let's be honest here. If you are a cheater, you're not a good man.
I disagree.
If a woman is a cheater, is she still a good woman?
Yeah. She could be a good woman.
Here's a question.
She just happened to step out.
Here's a question.
They don't change
would y'all say Martin Luther King is a good man?
Yeah. He cheated.
To his wife?
Big hoe.
Was he a good man to his wife?
We ain't doing that.
No. We're talking about relationships. We can't say we can't.
We're not gonna go micro. We're gonna go macro. We see a good man.
Well, we're talking about relationships, right? That's what we're talking about.
No, but I mean that man's characteristics is who he is. Like before he got into a relationship, is he a solid dude? Is he a good dude?
You can still do everything right in a relationship and step out.
Here's a question: do you feel like Martin Luther King is a man of moral standing?
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay, and he cheated multiple times. It's on record, so that don't diminish that in my opinion.
Successful man, preacher, everything. Stepped out, had the hoes,
multiple, public record.
I mean, yeah, it don't take away from who you are. Now, if you stabbing people and like.
Well, I mean, it depends on the stab.
What? It's still the same thing.
Depends on the stab.
He's a good man. He just stabbed him.
Depends on the reason.
He's a good man. He just killed him.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, for no reason, like, just out there, just
like a serious.
Not you defending yourself.
Okay,
like,
you out there sleeping with nobody for no reason. Your wife at home taking care of your kids.
For selfish reasons.
You stab somebody for a selfish reason.
No, but I'm.
You went and slept with somebody for a selfish reason.
Saying,
you know what I'm saying? It's the same.
But
so you're saying that jeopardizes a man's entire moral standing? Is what you're saying?
Yes, I think so. You can't say one thing and do the other. We say this all the time.
Well, I tell you what, there's not a lot of good men in existence.
If we operate off that, that's just being real.
Talking about world leaders and motherfucking pastors and preachers, it's a lot. It ain't many out there,
and that's just all the way real.
Yeah, it ain't many out here. That's honest.
But if you take that one thing away, it's a lot of solid dudes. A lot.
Okay, so
the flesh be weak.
Yeah. So to answer the question, I feel like he's right. I feel like if she leaves after the first time of you cheating, then she never really loved you for real like that. And the reason that I would say it is because of the fact of what O just said. A lot of women date based on scarcity. I would say most women know that there's not a lot of good men out here. And like I said on the live earlier, most women are lazy. So if she has the energy to just get up and dip on the first time, considering all of that, and considering what her girlfriends is telling her, and they calling her, oh, this man ain't shit, this man ain't this, he ain't this, he ain't that. She ain't that all the time, and she got a dude who's solid 95% of the time, but he just slipped up once. She never really loved him like that.
But I get it though,
and again,
right?
Disclaimer: not saying that she should not leave. Right. That's not what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We playing on percentages,
right?
And the percentages are she's gonna stay. So if she leaves, then that means she might have been 1 foot in. It's a good chance that she was 1 foot in, 1 foot out of that situation.
She didn't love you if she leaves.
So, do we not say all the time when you accept someone back after something like that, you create a new norm, correct?
Correct.
Yep. So now what does that look like? Like as a man, you get caught or whatever. How do you go about getting back in her good graces, earning her trust back?
You got to bend over backwards.
And then cheat again.
Well,
this is facts. It's facts. If I get over on you one time, guess what happened?
No, I get it though, because as a former serial cheater,
serial cheater is a funny word.
Nigga, I cheated 2 days after I got caught.
It's like
because it was fresh and I knew she wasn't gonna expect shit.
She ain't gonna expect me to do it again.
Nigga's a cheatologist.
Not that quick. Not this quick.
Yeah, baby, you caught. Damn.
That nigga say I got caught. I got a 5-day window to get as much answers as I can possibly.
Because she already mad. She already mad. She don't want to talk to you.
No point in looking
no more.
The
calls are limited. Shit, I got time right quick.
This is gonna be the first clip.
That's fucked up. It's fucked up, but that's the truth. That's the truth.
That nigga say I got a 5-day window. You hear me?
Hey, men be diabolical.
That's fucked up. That's true. I did.
That's terrible, dog.
That's when I got caught. When I told y'all.
Yeah, that nigga say if I get caught, you want to be around me. Don't let me roam free.
She got a weakest point right now.
Let me see how weak I can get her.
No,
he said, "Oh, you thought this was it, huh?"
I told you I used to be sleazy, dog.
The coast is clear.
The coast is all the way. Ain't no boats in the water. Yeah? I don't see nothing flashing. It's on. Yeah?
Damn, that's no way.
You got to strike.
I never even thought of it.
There's no way, dog.
I never even thought of it.
You got to strike while it's hot.
And I'm a strategic.
That nigga say, I already busted the well shit. We might as well keep drilling.
Keep drilling.
We might as well keep drilling.
Oh, my God. Oh, my stomach hurts.
Hey, I used to be sleazy, man. I used to be sleazy. I had to stop that. That was a long time ago.
I know she said put a cap on it, but keep drilling. Keep drilling. I got a couple more days.
That nigga's a cheatologist. I ain't never seen somebody that strategic. Damn. Okay, man, we're going to move this thing along.
That's free game right there for the fellas.
We ain't doing that.
That's free game right there.
We are promoting healthy, positive interactions.
I never thought. Boy, no wonder you. Online professor, goddamn. You sit on the board, boy. You on the board.
The boy said 2 days after, because I knew she wouldn't be suspecting.
Bro,
that's some wild shit. But that's real though. That is very strategic.
Did you tell her you cheated again?
No,
of course not.
Well, she know now. But anyway,
she might know now.
Okay, man, we gonna stay on comedy, man.
Get that down to us.
The next subject, Kevin Samuels. Shout out to Kevin Samuels, man. Solid dude. He recently had a woman on his show, and he asked her to rate herself. And I'm just gonna play the clip. I ain't gonna even get too much context. The clip speaks for itself.
A solid 9.8.
That nigga face.
Okay.
No shit.
LA?
Mm-hmm.
You must mean Los Alamos, not Los Angeles.
Los Alamos? Do you know where I am?
Yeah, not in reality. You can give yourself almost a 10 in LA.
Why?
Because of reality?
Why would you not give me a 10 or at least a 9?
Because you're not that cute.
Damn.
You're not that cute. I mean, you're probably a solid 5'6".
Damn, you just dragged me.
It's not dragging you, man. Okay, you are an LA 9.5 or better. Mm-hmm. You would not be here talking about you want a man like that. You'd have them lined up.
I do have them lined up.
Not to fuck.
They all have something wrong. Like,
right. So you got So you got all these. So you got all these 30. I would give you 5 and a 6. Average to cute.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an insult. But you're not up there with Kelly, Rowland, Beyonce, and Rihanna.
I know how to be a supportive person. I know how to be a nurturing wife. I know how to.
When's your last relationship?
Why? What? Oh my God, that's personal. Okay. June.
How long did that relationship last?
A year.
And who ended it?
I did.
Why?
He was a cheater.
And what about the relationship before that one?
Cheater.
If I asked the guys you were with how they experienced you, they would tell me you're all these great and wonderful things.
They would say I have a slick mouth because I say. I say
good. That's why you will be alone, ma'am. You're not the things you say you are.
Facts.
You're not a 9 or a 10. You're not even that. So that's fine. You think most men make $400,000 and you want a man under 35. Gentlemen, avoid these kind of succubi.
Who do you think is a 10?
Not you.
No, but for real.
Not you.
Nigga X'd off.
Oh my God.
Damn.
It's my boy Heartless, man, but he be telling the truth.
Oh my God. So what would you have rated her? What would y'all have rated her?
Face alone? She has an average to nice face. I would give her probably at least a 7.
But see, I think so. He don't count 7, so I think that's why he says 6. It's either 6 or 8.
Yeah, he tell women to rate themselves, but you can't say 7 because that's like the go-to easy answer.
Because you definitely, I would agree. You definitely 7.
I'd say 7.5. She could probably pass for 8.
Yeah, but see, again, that's what context coming. He's saying L.A. Is it L.A. 8 or is it a Houston 8?
L.A. 8. They're more face wise. They're more gorgeous. Face.
Yeah,
and her face,
body wise,
towards L.A. is not L.A. standard facial.
That's a Houston 8.
Yeah, Houston 8.
Well, I don't know if it's a Houston 8 because we got to see a body.
Yeah, we got. But we're just going by face.
Right.
Okay, face only.
I'd say 7 or 8. Yeah, I'd say around there.
I would agree. I'd agree.
And she was all natural, so I mean, yeah.
Well, we ain't see a body.
But we didn't see a body. But we just going by the face.
Yeah, a lot of these chicks is sneaking BBLs in. I think we ain't paying attention. We see y'all. Your hip to waist ratio was not like that 6 months ago, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
I ain't gonna say that.
No, please.
Yeah, like we don't see that, but you
please don't. But prayers to all parties involved. Recently it was a woman and a man in family court.
Yeah.
And they hyped already. I ain't even introduced.
Yeah.
It was a man and a woman that was in family court, right? And the judge ordered this woman to pay approximately $2,500 in child support every month. And I'm just gonna play the clip. I want to get y'all response.
You ain't say what
resources, they come out to $9,200 because she's capped based on her income. That brings her child support obligation to $2,300 per month. Reimbursing you for the health insurance that you carry for the children every month is $255. Bringing your monthly child support to $2,550.
Okay. No, excuse me. Wait a minute. I don't like ugly. It's according to how my houses are flipped. So if I go a month without flipping a house, what? Why did you do this?
No. Wait a minute.
Why did you do this? Oh, now we get to why you do this.
You said, Your Honor, I make about $150,000. Did you say that?
I did say that.
You did say that. So that's what I based it on.
Shut up.
Therefore, that's what your child support amount is going to be, $2,550. So I hope you can flip enough houses to make that flip some more for these children. Is there anything further, ma'am?
Yes, can I just ask a question? As far as the tutoring, what if I take my children to tutoring?
What? You mean like take them in a car?
Yeah, like if I take them to tutoring, can that reduce that?
Yeah, I don't want her around me.
No, I didn't say you. I said my children. You said that your concern
Did you ask me a question or did you ask him the question?
Okay.
Oh, okay. To answer your question, no.
Yes.
It does not. It has no impact on that whatsoever. Transporting your children to tutoring is called parenting.
All right.
Is there anything further?
Can I go?
Oh, sure. As soon as I dismiss you. Is there anything further, sir?
I just want to say, God has blessed me. I just appreciate you for understanding my frustration and my pain.
I didn't make a ruling based on your frustration and your pain. I made a ruling based on what the law said I can do with what's in the best interest of these children. And if there's nothing further, you both are dismissed.
You're a broke little teacher now.
Yeah, my little teacher money about
you was a little teacher.
Walk out with this $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thoughts.
Broke ass.
Thoughts.
Yeah, get my broke ass teacher salary, get this $2,500.
She was worried about just taking the kids to school instead of worried about taking the kids as having more custody of the kids. That's wild.
That's crazy.
That ain't wild to me. That ain't wild at all.
But got him $2,500.
Yeah. I just watching it. All I could think about
a dub for the men,
right? Because we done had these conversations on Twitter forever. And all I could think about, right, was lifestyle. That's what a lot of women say. You get to getting out these crazy child support numbers. Oh, it's lifestyle. He has to have the same lifestyle here that he would have with his father, right? So when the man is asking for you to sustain the lifestyle that you say you have, telling the judge you make $150,000 and the house flips is not guaranteed, but you wanted to stunt, and now she used that against you. Now your child support is $2,500. Now it's a problem. Now you telling me to shut up? No. Hey, judge, she talking to me. No. I'm talking to you, judge. I don't know what she talking about. Which, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, do you see the attitude that was in it?
She was so hurt when she said $2,500 though, nigga.
I was hurt. I ain't gonna lie. $2,500.
I needs that.
What?
Lil Daryl needs private school
with the Prada shoes on. Yeah,
$2,500.
Baby needs shoes. My wife need clothes.
You know what I'm saying? You got a Balenciaga bag, don't you? Like, he need Balenciaga clothes as well, and I can't afford that, but you can.
Damn.
And the lifestyles need to be similar, because that's what the child support is about. It's about the child, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
So all $2,500 of that is going to the child.
That's going to the
right?
child.
$2,500.
That's going to the services of the child. Providing a roof over their head, food.
Medicine is expensive. You know that's what they say.
Doctor's visits.
And every time she make more money, I'm back in the courthouse. Yeah? So elevate, baby.
Flip on. Flip on, baby.
She made $210,000 this year. I think we got to jump that.
I need 31 now.
Fam.
What now?
And I got a new wife. And I still need 3,100 to sustain our lifestyle. Because it's about the child.
I love it.
Comfortability with the child.
I love it.
I don't want to drop off when he come from your crib. Me and my wife, we can't afford Balenciaga, but you can.
Wow.
So therefore, we need to.
I hate child support.
$2,500.
Wow.
For bro.
That nigga said, I just want to say God is a good.
How much is that?
What, $2,500 what?
About 30, about 32, something like that.
A year?
Yeah, something around there.
Something like that.
What's 2,000 times 12? 24,000.
I was trying to get, but then
30,000
plus 5.
Another 500.
I was on that. Ooh, that boy cold.
30,000, bro.
Cold boy.
Needs that.
Yeah,
because my job ain't paying but 35.
That kid 5.
Because I'm a broke teacher. That's what you said, right?
Yep.
Broke teacher.
That kid 5
I need that.
years old making 30 bands a year.
No, I'm making 30 bands a year.
The child, I'm giving little Daryl 11,000. The rest of that going to me and my wife.
Little Daryl ain't even getting 11,000. Goddamn it!
Oh, that's
we going to Payless to get these shoes. Going to Walmart to get these clothes, and we eating leftovers.
That's cold. I just thought about something. That's cold.
Damn.
So like some of these dudes that be, oh, that's cold. I was just thinking about like high school, being with friends and shit, and they'd be like, yeah, my daddy had paid the child support this month, whatever. They be going school shopping or whatever with their money, and they be talking like 400, 500, 600 when really they probably getting way more than that.
Correct.
The mama was pocketing the rest.
Correct.
Well, she had to pay the rent in the house. You know what I'm saying? So
she was working. What you do?
You know what I'm saying? It's still that's
I know.
that
I
lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's still half of that went. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Went for your bedroom. She's charging the kid rent. That's basically what they doing.
Facts.
Charging the kid rent for that extra room.
Facts.
That's some wild shit when you say it out loud.
No,
like
for real.
That's some wild shit though. But it's the truth.
No, that's the truth.
Damn.
Now mama taking trips and shit every other month.
Hey,
that's why y'all eating good.
Hey, that is wild. You charging your own kid rent.
That nigga 6 years old with a bunk bed. $600 rent. That's damn near apartment in the hood.
The sheets don't even fit on the bed.
Look here, man. All I gotta say is this, man. Equality. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Press to all parties involved.
Press to all parties involved. Go ahead, Smooth. Go ahead, Smooth.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Did you see the attitude?
She said, if I didn't have you, I wouldn't have this extra room. So since I got an extra room for you, I got to charge you half the rent. That's basically what the judge saying.
That means instead of Jordans, you win felines.
But it sounded like there was multiple kids. They probably had like 2.
Probably getting an extra $2,500 a month on based on what I make already.
Damn.
Jesus, that'd be nice.
Now you just get a kid 5?
And you get to charge your kids rent.
That's crazy.
And you get to charge your kids rent. So next when they get older, you be like, hey, I've been charging you since you was born.
It's crazy.
Ain't nothing new, baby. I've been charging you since you was born.
That's wrong.
Teaching them kids responsibility.
I give them. I would give them some.
Court said I can do it. That's
bro.
why I'm doing it.
Stop with that bullshit, bro.
Responsibility. Put some up and keep the rest. So I probably keep. If it's 25, I probably.
He
keep
said I'm
15.
teaching that kid responsibility.
I keep 15.
Life
Why
lessons.
you keep it 15?
Cause I said I give 5 to the kid, 5 for savings for them in their name, and then 15 for me.
What's for you? They shit ain't for you.
The rent and all that. I got the lights and the food and the clothes. That's what for me.
Oh, so if they wasn't there, you wouldn't have lights or water or a place to live.
Yeah, but they're there, so you're consuming more energy.
Well, it's not their fault. It's not your fault that you nutted in somebody and they came to life.
But I'm taking care of the kids now.
Damn, that's cold.
I'm the captain now.
I am taking the kids now.
But
that's cold, dog. $1,500 out that kid's money. $1,500.
They wouldn't be taking more than that.
They take it all.
They get their nails done.
They take it all and ask for more.
Yeah.
He wants some new clothes. You can't get him no new clothes. Bitch, I just gave you $2,500.
I get paid 2 times on the first. Yeah, we know why. Man.
That pays for his food. You know how much it costs to feed a kid?
I do. It costs me $150 to go to the grocery store, and that kid don't eat more than me.
She's been no.
So
kid eating hot dogs and shit, corn dogs. She ain't eat no real food.
All right, man. On that note,
sorry about that.
Hold that dope, man. We gonna get into the quick hit segment. This should be good. First one. Do y'all feel like forgiveness is a real thing, or is it just a myth?
Nah, forgiveness is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make mistakes, bro. You're gonna make a lot, and that's everybody. You gonna make mistakes. You forgive your kids all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? You forgive your kids, and people that do you wrong all the time. So forgiveness is a thing. It don't mean you forget.
Right.
Don't get that. Don't ever forget that. You know what I'm saying? But you can forgive somebody, and you can forgive somebody and stop fooling with them forever. You get what I'm saying? I forgive you, but I just don't fuck with you no more. Yeah. So yeah, forgiveness is a real thing, man.
Okay, so let me add an extra question. What does forgiveness look like to you?
Don't know. I don't be forgiving nobody.
So what the This nigga lying.
Exactly.
We know this nigga lying. We know Matt lying.
Exactly.
I really
tell the truth.
I'm gonna
tell the truth.
Right, so look,
tell the truth.
Look, the only reason why, for real, that I forgive people, my wife be involved. For real. If it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't speak to a lot of niggas. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So everybody I've ever forgave, you better thank my wife.
But what was the reason?
Never spoke.
What was the reason for the forgiveness?
My wife would be like, man, y'all got history or some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Like it'd be on some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? And for me, I cut a nigga off for something petty. Cause I'd be like, I never do somebody like that. Or I never do what you did to me. I wouldn't do that. You know, I wouldn't even think of it to even think about doing it to you. So when it's done to me, I can't even speak to you no more. So everybody that's ever done something to me that was worthy of you getting cut off and we spoke again, thank my wife. She is the reason why you are here.
So if it took your wife to prod you to do it, did you really forgive her?
Mm-hmm. To be honest with you, no.
So you faking it whenever they come around,
right?
I ain't actually faking it. It's just I'm on some.
It's cordial.
Yeah, I'm on some. All right, you get what I'm saying? Let me see.
It's just what it is, but nothing more.
Let me see what my wife see in you. You know what I'm saying? What I thought I seen in you, and then you did some fuck shit, and then my wife stepped in and was like, "Look, take a second look at that." You get what I'm saying? It be on that shit. So did I actually forgive them? No, I can honestly say no. Because I'm not ever putting that part of whatever happened past you again. I'm not putting that past you. You get what I'm saying? Or we won't never speak on none of that. As far as like doing anything or anything in that realm, we'll never do that again. Like you can never bring that up to me again. So that's just how I look at it. So, but forgiveness is real. But over here with me, I don't be forgiving nobody.
I'm
loyalty.
I knew he was thinking about it.
They know why I'm at with it. I'm just, they know why I'm at with
it. To be honest, I don't. I don't believe in. Hell no. Hold on.
Bro.
That nigga
y'all retarded.
Hey, they gonna keep him.
They made me forget what I was gonna say.
Never heard a truck speed.
Oh my! Hey man, we cutting all this. No,
we just not.
I love it.
Oh
damn,
man, I'm sorry, y'all.
What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. I don't believe in forgiveness. I believe in adjusted behavior. And fact is that, well, for one, it takes a lot for me to forgive somebody because I don't put a lot of faith in people. Just gonna be honest. Like I don't have expectations for people that aren't based on what you've shown me. And I feel like that's where a lot of people go wrong. So you'll get your feelings caught up, you'll get your expectations caught up in what somebody do, and then they do something that goes against that, and now you shattered. That's not me. That's not how I'm cut. And I done got into trouble with that in my relationships as well. Cause I don't separate the two. I expect people to be human. And with being human means that you are imperfect, which means things are gonna happen. So again, but when things happen, I'll deal with you accordingly to how I feel. More times than not, it's in a toxic way because I'm very vindictive, but I'm working on that. But as far as forgiveness, I can never truly forgive you because that's gonna be on your resume. Every time I look at you, I'm gonna see what you did. It just is what it is. Like we can talk about it, we can go to therapy about it. You can apologize to me 1,000 times, but I feel like most people don't apologize for what they did. They apologize for getting caught.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because if they knew that they wasn't gonna get caught, they would do it again. If they knew that they could get away with it. Like I said, I had a dude ask me on had a dude that asked me recently. He was like, hey man, if you can get away with stealing $1 million and you knew wasn't nobody gonna find out, would you do it? Hell yeah, I'll do it. Mm-hmm. Now if a dude go rob a bank and take $1 million, he go in front of that judge, he gonna apologize for doing that. Oh man, I'm sorry, whatever, going through this time, I didn't mean that. No, you mean it. Mm-hmm. You sorry you got caught. Mm-hmm. Same thing with cheating. Mm-hmm. You like that dude that you cheated with. Because again, with women, it takes a lot for most women, in my opinion, to really come off of the ass like that. Like most women is not gonna meet a dude at the club, married, 10 years married in a relationship, meet a dude at the club one night, get ass up. It just doesn't typically work like that. Now men will do that, but a lot of women won't do that. So it took a lot for you to get to that point. So you apologizing to me is irrelevant because that's really what you wanted to do. Like that, you really vetted that. Like y'all done had conversations, like y'all connected mentally, like y'all done bonded. That wasn't an accident. Mm-hmm. I feel like you can apologize for accident. Oh damn, bro, I stepped on your shoe. My bad. I can forgive that. That's an accident. But some shit that took premeditated thought, I can't forgive that. Mm-hmm. That's how you cut. That's how you wired. Mm-hmm. Same thing with men and friendships. Mm-hmm. If we've been rocking forever and you do some disloyal shit, you go, talk behind my back to an enemy or go when you try to shoot at my wife or something like that's I can't forgive that. Mm-hmm. That's on your resume. That's who you are. Mm-hmm. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust my behavior going forward, but our relationship will never be the same. Mm-hmm. And I feel like with forgiveness, that means that okay, we can get past it and we can start anew to work towards the relationship that we had before. I don't believe in that. It'll never be that. I will never see you the same.
I don't think you have to.
That shit crazy.
So the definition.
So forgiveness is only for accidents. Not for premeditated actions. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there is forgiveness. It's just not for premeditated actions.
I don't know, because you can have a premeditated action and still forgive someone. That's their choice, though, to forgive them.
Yeah, but I feel like it shouldn't work that way.
It's still. So the definition say psychologists generally define forgiveness as a conscious, deliberate decision to release feelings or resentment or vengeance towards a person or group who has harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting, nor does it mean condoning or excusing offenses. Mm-hmm. And so they can still do harm and you forgive them. Like a lot of times you'll see on the news where somebody, shoot somebody's son or whatever, and the mother or the grandmother is just talking about praying for the other person or whatever. They forgive them, but they just wish they do better. Now, I wouldn't do that. But, you know what I'm saying? That would be, in an instance, forgiveness. They're releasing everything because that's like a trauma. That's like a bondage. It's a hold that they have mentally on them. So they rather just release it and let it be than hold on to it.
But see, you know what? Well, I feel like that definition is dead fucking wrong. It's because it says that you can forgive somebody and not condone what they do. I disagree. Because me forgiving you means that I'm okay with what you did.
Mm-hmm. No.
It does. Mm-hmm. It means that I've accepted what you did.
You accept
and
it.
And I'm going to continue, especially if it's something that goes against my moral standing. So I'm accepting of what you did, and I'm going to continue to allow you around me. I'm going to continue to try to work toward building some type of relationship with you.
No. The last part you don't have to do. You can still forgive them and not ever deal with them again.
Which is what I mean. So what does forgiveness mean?
You letting it go. That's what the last part is.
Yeah, that's what they say, letting it go.
Yeah, but what does letting it go mean?
You releasing the feelings. You're releasing the thought. You just no longer really worrying about it. You're not having it won't have a hold on you.
Right. But and again, so in my current state, right? Or how I've always been, in my current state. If somebody does something wrong to me, mm-hmm. I'm not holding on to it. I'm not carrying it. I'm not doing whatever. It's just every time I look at you or every time your name comes up, I'm going to think about that immediately. Now, that's not saying that I'm carrying this weight every day. I may not see you for years or I may not hear about you for years. Mm-hmm. But the second I do, immediately your resume is going to come up in my head. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel like that's holding on to anything. I've just marked your character like that. That's who you are.
To me, that don't sound like forgiveness.
That's what I'm saying. But to me, but again, which is why I say I don't believe in it. I believe in adjusted behavior. You showed me who you are. This is on your resume. If you go out there and rape a child or rape my child or try to smash my wife or something like that, like that's not an accident. Like, no, that's who you are.
Oh, absolutely.
That's who your makeup is.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I could never forgive you for that because that would mean that I'm condoning it or that I feel like it's okay. That's how I feel. I know the definition says differently, but I disagree with that definition. If I forgive you, then I'm accepting that. Not saying that I would do it, but I'm saying it's saying that, okay, I'm at peace with you doing it. I'm not. Yes. I'll never be at peace with you.
Yes, that's what it's basically.
Yeah,
I'm at peace with it. I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm not going to let it waver me. No. It's just, it is what it is.
I'll never be at peace with you doing.
That's what it is. That's forgiveness.
So again, that's why I say I don't agree.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Of course, you're not going to forget. Of course, you're never going to forget, but letting it, you know what I'm saying, letting that letting it have an emotional attachment on you to where now you having mood swings or the moment that person come in, now you want to, you know what I'm saying, now you ready to box or whatever it is. Yeah, all that. So yeah, in that instance, no, you haven't forgot it because you didn't let it go. So yeah.
Just my opinion. Kenny, you got something you want to add or you good?
Loyalty.
All right, man, we're going to get into the questions because we got a damn mile-long list of them. We're going to get into that advice column.
Well, we're going to do 800 meters of that
motherfucker. They goddamn me getting 4 questions today. Fuck them, man.
They getting 800 meters out of this. You ain't doing no damn mile.
You ain't doing the Stephen James.
Shit, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no way,
boy. Ain't no way.
You ain't got that steep in you today? All right,